got an appointment for my IT partner in Northwest Arkansas. This is one that I talked to about a year ago. Talked to the IT director there. Didn't need anything at the time. He was handling everything in-house just by himself. But it's 100 users, so talked to him about our services and what we can offer to him, and he wanted to chat. So it is 100 users, one location. They have 5 on-prem servers, and he's, like I said, he's overseeing everything. So we're going to talk with him virtually next week to go through services and see how we can add some value to the team.
I got 2 for my Canadian client this morning. One is a 50-employee construction company with the president. Really great conversation. Been following up with him till it's like an active internal conversation as far as renewal with that current company. Great one. The second one is a much larger parent company of 6 subsidiaries. Original conversation was with the president, pushed down to the director of information technology, outsourcing for pen testing, security consulting, and a managed security solution. Mentioned he's not really married to his vendor, so we'll see what we have to offer in comparison. Pretty good one.
Yeah, so I got 2 this afternoon for my client in the Albany, New York metro area. It was actually right after I got off our weekly check-in with them, so that was great. They asked me if I was calling on this. They have like a partnership with an AI company. They target K-12 school districts. It's totally free for the first 2 weeks to do a trial, so they're really wanting to set up some of those demos. So I got 2 within a few dials. They've already accepted the calendar invites. One of them is tomorrow, another one is in March, but really big school districts, really big user counts. I know they're super excited to get those on the board.
Just got one from my IT client out of Las Vegas. It's with a medical center, and they have about 25 users, 3 locations, several servers as well. They're looking to switch suites, so they're doing some moving around, but the CEO, who I spoke with, she said that their MSP has been responsive, but they've been very expensive, and she doesn't feel like she's treated well for what she's paying, so the value isn't there. And I just asked good questions and focused on listening, and we set up a really great appointment for a couple weeks out. That's kind of the earliest that she can do, but she's very excited to hear what we could do and how we could be different from what she has right now.
Alright, so after a good week last week, a little slow start to this one, but that's alright. We'll bounce back. I think we did something similar last week anyway. So we'll go back to Friday where Tyler had a real big afternoon for our baseball affiliate.
We closed another deal with them for, I think it was $12,000. $12,000. So another deal. That's 2 in 1 week for them last week, and then I got another appointment for them as well. Last Friday afternoon with a auto glass repair company. Manufacturing building, it's with our LA client. Not really looking at anything roofing right now, but they are going to be going out for projects in the next like 4 to 5 months, so we're going out for more really traffic.
So I'll call my shop for my roofer in Pennsylvania.
I'll call a shot for my IT client this week.
Nick, we won't get picky, he's on the call, but we'll call his shot just for any roofing.
I'm going to call my shot in San Francisco this afternoon. I got one on Friday, it was pretty good. I'll tell you about it real quick. There's a company that is actually looking. They just got a presentation on Thursday last week. It's like 70 users, construction company, so it's exactly what we're looking for. She thinks they're overpaying a little bit, so we're meeting with them on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going to call my shot on another one today. And then, Brett?
It was a university hotel, about 90,000 square foot. A couple weeks back, I spoke to the old chief engineer, and he actually referred me to the general manager, and the GM called me today, and they had a problem with one of their boilers, looking to replace a coil. So he wanted to get that done as quickly as possible. So we're headed out there tomorrow afternoon to provide them a quote.
I got my 7th one for my Indianapolis software client today. There's actually 2 people I got signed up for this event we're hosting next month. They're both pretty excited about it, but I'm also going to call my shot on my medical client, get them on the board today.
Just been building records. No luck today so far.
I'm 11 right now.
Go ahead and call my shot down in
Oh wait, you're ahead of me.
Let's go accounting and KC.
Got one for my roofer out in Cincinnati. Ended up speaking with the maintenance director at an assisted living facility. Actually, he called me back. So he mentioned that they have some leaks. We're going to be coming out towards the end of the month to inspect it and get a quote over to them.
Lots humming this morning. So my new guys both have appointments, and then I think Christian might have an appointment.
Called my shot out in Nashville.
I spoke to the IT manager at a nonprofit 260 users. I spoke to her last week. She, over the phone, took my email and my company name, said she was going to give it to her supervisor. Came in this morning to a fantastic email from the advisor, the supervisor. I didn't even email her, she reached out to me. Subject, looking for a co-managed solution. Said they're currently looking for an IT company. So we are meeting this Wednesday. So I think I'm calling my shots. Get a close deal.
Got the first appointment with the manufacturer up in Ohio. Pretty excited about it. About 30 users. They're actively exploring an IT partnership, so it should be a pretty good one.
I got a sale earlier this morning, 35 users, and then I got another one as well, 15 users.
Down a few people, so me and Emily are holding down the fort. Marge was able to get a couple for a roofer in Arkansas before she departed, so love to see that. I think she's going to be working the rest of the day from home, so I'm sure probably see a few more from her. But I know I'm going to be focusing my day on getting an appointment, in New Jersey and New Hampshire area this afternoon, so looking to snag at least one or two. I'll let Emily call her shot.
It was really good today. On my way in, I was telling myself we're working on our zeros today, and I got one of my zeros off before 9 o'clock this morning, so that was awesome. It's a banger too, and it's this client's first appointment with us. They went live last week. 1,900 to 2,100 users, 20 plus locations with the IT director, so I think my client's going to be super excited about that one, and I think I could get another zero off this afternoon too.
And I got an appointment this morning for my roofer in Michigan. It's a 15,000 square foot assisted living. They're getting re-roofed quotes now, so that should be a really good one.
Talked to a lot of people, calling my shot on Go Higgin.
Pretty good morning, making a lot of dials for a client out in LA, hoping to break through some of that tough market out there.
We're buzzing over here so far today. We got a few. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So pretty good hot start. I'll let them do the talking about it, but I'm calling my shot for my roofer in the ATL, and then I might hop on maybe Jack's accounting client as well, try and get a little bit more action there.
I got 2 this morning. First one was for my IT client in Ohio. It was with the, it's totally escaping my mind right now, but it's a pretty good one. That one's set up for next week. And then the second one was for my IT client in Kansas, and that one is with a hospital. It's with the IT manager. He's part of a larger network. Wanted to see what we could do for their environment, so that one's set up also for next week.
I got one today for my good old Virginia boys, roofing. It's for a golf course. Never done that. So a lot of shingle, but actually the maintenance department itself is a garage type of warehouse facility, and that's where the active issues are. So going out next week and gonna do them right.
Got one today for a roofer in Florida. It's with a super large condo association. They have a huge management company, and I ended up calling the cell phone for the person that oversees vendors and looking at some contracts that they're gonna be doing. So there's one building that they recently purchased, slightly recently. They've been just doing a bunch of remodeling because they can't actually lease it out to tenants yet, so they're getting that prepared. And they currently are going towards replacing their roof, so they were wanting us to give a quote for that.
For my client out in Tucson, actually got a good appointment, about 8 users there, so remodeling company, so it should be a good one.
All right, I got 2 today. One for my client out in, I don't know if I had my headset on my head still. One for my client out in Green Bay. Was pushed out from the CEO. We're meeting with the CFO to get a competitive quote. 40 users, engineering company. Looks like they're going to be wanting to make a change here by end of Q1, so that one's going to be a really good one. And then we have another one that I just got from my Red Road client out in Albuquerque. They are looking for a printer prospect to do prospect, trading, if it will. So we're looking for a printer service, and we have a lead that's looking for some new printers and some quality services and whatnot. So we are going to meet with them to see if they might be a good potential partner for what we're looking for with the lead we're working with currently. So meeting this Thursday.
Just had a pretty good one for my IT client in Missouri with a dealership, 2 locations, roughly 20 users, but set it with the COO, should be a pretty good one.
Got an appointment for my client out in South Dakota with a law firm, so should be pretty good, set for this Friday.
So I got one in Portland, had a call back from the weekend, and he wanted to meet. He's doing a little under $500,000. He says he gets a lot of calls like this, but he was very interested in the call. Sent him the email, the due diligence, and he even wanted to go to our service agreements to kind of check us out and deep dive more into that. So hopefully it's a good call on Thursday when Sam meets with him. But that's for HVAC. That's all I got.
I got a Calendly scheduled. It got passed down from their president to I think it was the chief operating officer, and it's a pretty big company. It's actually, they show that they're doing over 100 million in revenue based out of Indianapolis, so I'm excited about that one.
I built a schedule for myself, so Columbia, South Carolina.
I'll call my shot. We'll go in Colorado. Call a shot for a little CRM appointment today.
I'm working on a HVAC list in Kansas City, cleaning it up. So should be done with that this afternoon.
So today I have 3 Balto build meetings. So I had 1 this morning and I have 2 this afternoon, and then I also have a payroll prep meeting with Angie and Laura. So I've already finished my part of that. That's pretty much all I've got going on today.
I had a phone screen a little bit ago with a good candidate. Gonna bring him in the office later this week. We got somebody else stop by later this week as well. We have 2 people starting next week I'm getting ready for, and a career fair on Wednesday that I'm prepping for.
Big sourcing day for me. Fair actually closed on or offered a client a job opportunity last week, so that's good news. But it kind of shifted the focus to like more internal roles going on this week, so hoping to get some more internal candidates for us.
Been knocking out a bunch of social media for the week. On PTO after tomorrow, so trying to get that out of the way along with the blog posts for our clients, and then got to do a website update. Got to add some pages for our IT client out of Chicago.
Yeah, this morning I had a typical Monday looking at the SEO reports that came in over the weekend, fixed a couple of things, been doing social media all morning, and then I have a new client site to start building out, so I'll be working on that.
So I got a few daily recaps for February 3rd, 5th, and 6th, and then got out a post about Brigham's Balto extension, so that's very exciting. And then I've been grading, and then Tanner and I came up with a grading rubric for the pest control industry, so I'll start grading those appointments. And then I also came up with a rubric with Brock for the CRM grading for Arsenal appointments. So I'll just keep doing my rounds, and then I'll do my 10 out of 10s as they come in, and that's about it.
Trying to wrap up the journey side for looking through the trigger filters and conditions, and then trying to get that done for Briggs since he wrapped up the other side, and I'll let him go.
I think I wrapped up the emails, sending email events, tracking them, making sure we handle unsubscribes. Yeah, I think it's ready for testing.
I got an appointment today for my client out in Medford. It's actually with the doctor's office. We've talked to him in the past and was never able to like really formally connect, but we're going to meet this Wednesday. Have active needs, said that their hardware is so out of date that they actually had an employee go out and buy their own laptop that they're working to refund them for. So looking to definitely get some hardware and see what we can bring to the table as far as IT cybersecurity wise, but should be a good talk this Wednesday.
I got an appointment today for my Miami HVAC client. I spoke to the chief engineer at a hotel. It was about 190,000 square foot. They have an in-house team that does their maintenance, but they were looking to use this as a future resource for repairs and replacements down the line. So we're headed out there next Tuesday to make an introduction with them.
I got one for my IT firm out in Madison today. Ended up speaking with the CFO at this real estate company. They have about 6 end users. Their prices for their MSP are going up a lot every year. So he's open to looking around right now. Set the meeting for next Tuesday, so it should be a good opportunity.